It's also sewered in Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
LES wants your feedback. Help shape your electric utility's direction and priorities by taking an anonymous online survey. Make your voice heard before the survey closes on April 30th at les.com/survey.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you the highest quality roofing solutions. Whether it's new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking all the top brands, including Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, Manitow pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership, plus score big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has it all under one roof at their new 27th and I-80 location, and they can't wait to get you set up for the summer.
Load up on meat and more this winter at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through March 4th is $1 off crisscross pretzels, buy one get one free on hot dogs, and $2 off on Piedmontese brats. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, and at 168th and Maple Streets in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
What's your radon level at home? Don't know? Find out with a call to Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating, 467-1111 for radon testing and mitigation.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is a presentation of the Nebraska State High School Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. State basketball broadcasts are presented by Next Ag Appraisal and Realty, Sandhills Global, Doane University, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Wingstop, Acres, High Electric, Eustis Body Shop, Nebraska Hematology Oncology, Lincoln Federal Savings Bank, Roofing Service Company, Union Bank and Trust, Lincoln Family Chiropractic, and DOT Highway Safety Office. Jimmy John's, Members Owned Credit Union, Nebraska Army National Guard, Hamilton Telecommunications, and the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame. Now calling all the action from Pinnacle Bank Arena, here's Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman.
That is right. Welcome in. It's Championship Saturday from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainert with you. Jay Foreman will join me in a little while for some of the later games from PBA. Jackson Kleinschmidt back in our 93.7 The Ticket Studios as it's Championship Saturday at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2025 Girls NSAA State Basketball Championships. Class D1 is on the docket first as we have the Pender Pendragons going up against the Elm Creek Buffaloes here in a little over 5 minutes away from tip-off. As Pender, we saw them on game one of the tournament way back on Wednesday, March 5th at 9 a.m. They were able to knock off Howells Dodge 64-45 in their first game. Then they beat Alma 53-40 to earn their berth to the state championship game, while Elm Creek knocked off Diller Odell 60-44 in game one, and then Cedar Catholic 54-49. Elm Creek comes in as the number 2 seed with a 26-1 record overall, while the Pender Pendragons and their 27-2 mark go for their third straight state championship here in Class D1 action. Certainly the storyline from this tournament so far has been that fact that Madeline Dolliver, the junior guard, set a new record in the state tournament for most three-pointers made in a single game against the Howells Dodge squad on Wednesday. Madeline Dolliver knocked down 9 three-pointers in a dominating effort that Pender won 64-45. That set the new state record for single game threes-pointers made by a player in the state tournament. That knocked off Maya Babbitt of Millard South, who had the record for only a couple of years. She had that record and earned it back in 2023. It stood for 2 years until Madeline Dolliver, said, excuse me, I am here, and I'm ready to take that record. For the Elm Creek Buffaloes, they come in with a 26-1 record on the year. They're led offensively by the 5'8" senior guard Ashley Bauer. Bauer averages 14.5 points per game, 5 rebounds per contest. This is an Elm Creek squad that forces a lot of turnovers. They have a player in Kendall Cavaney who averages 13 points per game, who on the season has over 100 steals to her name. That's just one player with over 100 steals. Elm Creek, the Buffaloes, force a lot of havoc on the defensive end of the floor. Once again, we have 6 games on tap today. It's going to be a good one. I apologize. The voice, I promise, folks, it'll warm up as we get going through it. This is game number 19 for us in the last 3-4 days since Wednesday. Game number 19 for myself. Shout out to Jay Foreman for helping me with a bulk of those, but he will join me here in a little while for some games to come. But first, it's time we crown a D1 champion here in a few minutes between Pender and Elm Creek. Coming your way in a short while from Pinnacle Bank Arena here on 93.7 The Ticket.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you the highest quality roofing solutions. Whether it's new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "you have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking all the top brands, including Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, Manitow pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership, plus score big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has it all under one roof at their new 27th and I-80 location, and they can't wait to get you set up for the summer.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Take a big step toward your dream career and apply today at doane.edu/apply.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Attention Nebraska sports fans, are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life.
Lincoln Federal Savings Bank, personal banking like you remember.
Hi, this is Chris Elgert, loan originator at Lincoln Federal. I know that buying a home is one of the most important decisions a person will make in their lifetime. That's why you need an experienced loan professional to explain all the options available, to answer all your questions, and to make the home buying process a rewarding experience. Talk with me and discover why Lincoln Federal is personal banking like you remember. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It may not feel like it, but planting season is on its way, and now's the time to upgrade your equipment with a late model John Deere planter from Acres Equipment. Acres has an entire lineup of John Deere planters equipped with the latest technology to ensure planting accuracy throughout your field. And to get you up and going, each planter purchased from Acres includes in-field startup support from one of our Precision Ag professionals. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Visit your local Acres for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2025.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Now back to the action at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2025 State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All righty, it's about go time here from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainer with you, Jackson Kleinschmidt back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios as we get you ready for the Class D1 State Championship game here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. The mobile app also available for you if you find yourself traveling on the move today, listening on the mobile app. Appreciate you guys reaching us over there on the app. All right, it's the Pender Pendragons, the number 1 seed in the Class D1 class, while number 2 seed Elm Creek Buffaloes, and those two schools do battle here in just a few minutes as they're going through the non-starters and starting lineups. These games are televised, so we're going to have some media timeouts today as we'll have some more stoppages in play than we are accustomed to during a high school game. But that's all right, as the Pender Pendragons, they come in with a 27-2 record. The Elm Creek Buffaloes, 26-1 overall. The starting 5 first for the Elm Creek Buffaloes. They come in off of wins in the state tournament over Diller Odell and Cedar Catholic. They are looking for their first state championship win in school history. This is the first state championship game appearance since 2004, and they were runner-up back then in Class D1 in 2004. This is also the first year that Elm Creek has been here since 2017, led by head coach Jaden Reschman. Here is the starting 5 for the Elm Creek Buffaloes, a 5'9" senior forward averaging 8.5 points per game, Hallie Knapp. Number 3, a 5'4" sophomore guard averaging 13 points per game with over 100 steals on the season. That is Kendall Cavaney. Number 4, a 5'9" senior guard, Ryan Erickson. Number 21, a 5'8" senior guard averaging 15 points per game, the leading scorer for the Buffaloes. Number 21, Ashley Bauer. And number 23, a 5'9" sophomore forward averaging 8 points per game and 6 rebounds per contest, Chelsea Kotick. For the Pender Pendragons, going for 3 straight championships as they won one in 2023. They won it in 2024 in the Class D1 level, and trying for another one here in the Class D1 2025 state championship. It's the same starting lineup as we saw on Wednesday morning. Kyla Kruzmark, Hadley Walsh, Madeline Dolliver, Maya Dolliver, and Briley Mosser. The Pender Pendragons will be in their home white uniforms, Elm Creek in their navy blues with the words Elm Creek across the chest in white letters and numbers. The Pendragons, the number 1 seed, the Elm Creek Buffaloes, the number 2 seed, and we are underway as Pender has the basketball working left to right. It is Maya Dolliver. Her younger sister, Madeline Dolliver, has the record in the state of Nebraska now for most made threes in a single game in the state tournament as Hadley Walsh gets the early 2-point bucket to go on a layup on the left side of the rim. It's 2-0 Pender. 7:37 to go. First quarter just underway here. 93.7 The Ticket as on the left side here It is Knapp. Knapp passes it right side for Elm Creek, working on it in the elbow, kicking it out. Top of the key now, it's number 3. This is Kendall Cavaney. Cavaney dumps it back off. Now that pass intercepted by Hadley Walsh. Walsh is pushing the pace up the left side. Walsh stops in front of the Elm Creek bench and passes it near the logo to Maya Dolliver. Dolliver passes left side 3-ball. Madeline Dolliver, and she drills it, picking up right where she left off on this very same floor. Maddie Dolliver with another 3-pointer as she now has her first bucket of the game, and Pender leads it 5-0. On the right side, it's Knapp. She tries to answer with a 3 of her own. She can't do so. Now that offensive rebound for Elm Creek, kicks it out, another opportunity to 3, and that one falls for Kendall Cavaney. 5-3 is your score. Pender out in front by 2 over Elm Creek as Hadley Walsh will bring it across the timeline for the Pender Pendragons. 6:39 to go, first quarter. Walsh on the left side dumps it back out to Dolliver. Dolliver dribbles into the elbow, now gives it to Maya Dolliver for the Pender offense. Kicking it out, Walsh, 3-ball far corner, and that one's is going to fall. It hit the back of the rim. It bounced up in the air. It looks like it was going to be no good, but then it fell through the nylon. It's now 8-3 Pender early on in this one. 8-3 your score. Pender out in front by 5. 3-pointer on the way for Elm Creek. They can't connect on the attempt by Chelsea Kotick, and Walsh running the floor. Up the floor to Dolliver. Dolliver in the lane. The right-handed layup is good. 6:06 to go, first quarter, and it's 10-3. The Pendragons on top of the Elm Creek Buffaloes. Nick Sainert with you as we have another turnover on the bodies on the floor as a scrum for the basketball. The possession arrow after the jump ball will give it to the Elm Creek Buffaloes, or keep it on this floor rather. And so with 5:55 to go in the first quarter, it's 10-3 Pender on top of Elm Creek. Cavaney to inbound on the baseline play. They look into the left block. They find Knapp. Knapp turns around. The contested shot will not fall. Defensive rebound fought for and won by the Pender Pendragons. Here comes Hadley Walsh. She has numbers. She stops on the perimeter and kicks it back to the logo at center court to Maya Dolliver. Dolliver now with it on the left side. Gives it to Hadley Walsh. Walsh, they run Maddie Dolliver. Right side 3-ball on the way. And Maddie Dolliver drains another one. It is 13-3. Pender out in front by double digits already in the first 2.5 minutes of this ball game. Elm Creek with the basketball at the top of the key. It's Cavaney. Cavaney dribbles it right side, uses the screen right from her teammate. Now gives it to Knapp, who drives drive baseline on the far corner. Elbow line jumper, and it banks in. It's a good shot there by Chelsea Kotick, as now Kotick has 2 points on 1 of 2 shooting from the field. Here is Maya Dolliver with Pender leading 13-5. They have the basketball early stages of the first quarter, 5:02 to play in the first. Here's Kyla Kruzmark to Hadley Walsh, who drains the 3, and the Pender Pendragons have come out shooting lights out. They're shooting 100% from the field. They're 4 for 4 from beyond the 3-point line, 6 of 6 from the field overall. On the left side, a little bit of miscommunications. It's taken away by Kruzmark as she falls into our table here in front of us, and it's going to be a loose ball foul on the Elm Creek Buffaloes. Another turnover caused by Pender. However, it wasn't because of Pender's defense. It was because of Elm Creek's miscommunication. 4 minutes, 42 seconds to go, first quarter. It's 16-5. Pender already out in front of the Elm Creek Buffaloes. Maddie Dolliver gets it into Maya Dolliver. She'll bring it across the timeline. Here comes Maya, passes it right side to Walsh. Now left side, Briley with it for Pender. Now Walsh underneath, kicks it out. Maddie Dolliver. Dolliver drives in the lane, kicks it back out. Maya Dolliver for 3, and she drains it. The Pender Pendragons 5 for 5 from beyond the 3-point line here early on, shooting lights out, a blistering 100%. Top of the key. Here's Knapp on the top for Elm Creek. They throw it down to the elbow. That ball is bobbled, fought, and won by Kyla Kruzmark for the Pender Pendragons. Up the floor they go with Hadley Walsh. Walsh kicks it out to Dolliver. Another 3 on the way, and another make for Maddie Dolliver. 22-5 as Pender breaks this one open in the early stages. 3:56 to go, first quarter. Here's Knapp on the free throw line, looking around, asking for help, trying to direct traffic. She gets it stripped away, but Elm Creek gets it back. On the right side, it's Kotick. Kotick right in front of that Pender bench that's clapping their hands, urging their defense on. On the right side, it's Knapp in the lane. The layup too strong. She gets her own miss, puts it back up. The layup is good, and Elm Creek needed it the most to stop that 9-0 run of the Pender Pendragons. Here is Hadley Walsh. Walsh with it, top of the key. She crosses over. 22-7. Great find down low. The layup does not fall for Briley Mosser, as that was the highest percentage shot Pender has had all game, and it did not fall. That's their first miss of the ball game. On the right side here is Kotick. Kotick spins around. She's bumped and fouled by Kyla Kruzmark, and that is the first foul of the game on the Pender Pendragons. And I believe that will take us to a media timeout. We will step aside. Pender coming out blazing. They lead it 22-7 with 3:10 to go in the first quarter. We'll step aside, come back in 60 seconds on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hello. Hello.
Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with your cell for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you the highest quality roofing solutions. Whether it's new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today. You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Now back to the 2025 State Basketball Tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Snap, 3:05 to play in the first quarter. Here, far right side, Elm Creek with the basketball in the lane. The turnaround floater is good. A nice shot out of the timeout for the Elm Creek Buffaloes as they cut the Pender lead 22-9. 2:51 to go in the first quarter. It's 22-9 Pender. The Pendragons out in front by 13 points. Walsh in the left side of the lane. She lost the basketball, falls down, it goes out of bounds, and to the Elm Creek Buffaloes. The Pender Pendragons have come out shooting crazy. It's 8 of 9 from the field and 6 of 6 from beyond the three-point line. Tough for Elm Creek to defend. The Dolliver sisters have combined for 14 points here today so far, and we're not even through the end of the first quarter as we have miscommunication on this end of the floor with Elm Creek, and they turn it over as they pass it out of bounds. To the Pender Pendragons we go. This is game 19 for us in the last 4 days, which explains why the voice might be given out on me here in the next couple of hours, but we're still chugging along in the route to 48 by the end of the day next Sunday. Dolliver driving baseline. She gets it to the top of the key. It's Walsh. Walsh, she dribbles in center of the lane. She gets it poked away. Good defense there by Cavany, or rather that was Knapp for the Elm Creek Buffaloes. But here's Cavany driving on the right side, puts up a shot. It's blocked, and we'll have a jump ball on the rebound attempt. Possession arrow gives it to the Pendragons. For the Pendragons, Kaylee Schroeder has checked into the game. A 6-foot sophomore that averages just around 2 points per game. So not a whole lot of offensive production there. As Maddie Dolliver has the top of the key. She crosses over right to left, and she'll be able to draw a reach-in foul against the Elm Creek Buffaloes, as that's going to go on Kendall Cavany. That'll be Cavany's first. It'll be a baseline inbound play here for the Pender Pendragons. They lead at 22-9 over Elm Creek. Inbound pass to Walsh, and she is fouled on the layup attempt, and Hadley Walsh will go to the line to shoot 2 shots with 1:55 to go in the first quarter. You're probably asking yourself, if you're Elm Creek, okay, there's 1 minute, 55 seconds to go in the first quarter. Pender leads at 22-9. You look up at the stat sheet, and you see that Pender is shooting 89% on the day from the field. And you wonder, if you're, head coach Jaden Rushman, all right, how sustainable is this? How long does Pender have the ability to shoot at such a blistering rate? And I think if you're Elm Creek, you kind of got to just grind it out, chug it out, as you're still shooting 45%. It's not like Elm Creek has had a bad day shooting the basketball. They're 4 for 9 from the field. They're shooting 45%. Just still find themselves down by 15 after the 2 Hadley Walsh free throws. Here's Elm Creek on the left elbow, top of the key now with it, working it, kicking it right side in the lane, and a shooting foul called against Pender, as that was number 2 for Elm Creek, Hallie Knapp, drawing the foul. Foul goes on Kaylee Schrader. Hallie Knapp at the free throw line. Knapp, a 5'9" senior, averages a little over 7.5 per game. We have an Elm Creek timeout, an Elm Creek substitution timeout on the floor because it looks like Hadley Walsh might be bleeding a little bit from her right leg. And with that, her having to come out of the game, they're going to sub. That is number 2, it looks like. No, scratch that. Number 12, Myra Hansen into the game. Knapp's first free throw, no good. As Knapp unable to hit on the first one. 1 minute, 41 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's 24-9. Pender out in front by 15. The second one for Hallie Knapp is on the way. It's a line drive, barely went over that front rim, and it is able to fall. It's 24-10 now as Hadley Walsh, after getting that rather left leg bandaged up, she's going to get ready to sub back in here in just a moment. So the Pender Dragons lead at 24-10, 14-point lead. They have the basketball. Dolliver with it, kicks it out to Myra Hansen. Hansen now to Kyla Kruzmark. Kruzmark passes left side, Maddie Dolliver. Dolliver drives in right side of the lane, tries the up and under. Somehow, Maddie Dolliver is able to make that shot, and it's 26-10 Pender. They continue to shoot the ball incredibly well. Top of the key. Here's Elm Creek. With it is Erickson for Elm Creek. The Buffaloes looking for help. May have gotten away with a travel on the right side. Now to the elbow. This is Kotick. Kotick spins around on that right pivot foot. Back out to number 4. That is Erickson. She drives baseline, throws it through to the left wing. Cross-court pass Kotick. Kotick drives on the defender, and the floater will fall. Nice shot there by Chelsea Kotick as she worked against Schrader, and she is able to pull Elm Creek to within 14 again at 26-12. 47 seconds to go, first quarter. Pender leads at 26-12. They have the basketball in the lane. Myra Hansen is fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots on the shooting foul. Foul goes on Hallie Knapp. That's number 2 on her. And if you're head coach for Elm Creek, Jaden Rushman, you're wondering, when do we decide to sit her down on the bench? It's 26-12. Elm Creek, still plenty of time for them to come back into this one. And the first free throw on the way, it's good for Myra Hansen. .6 seconds on the game clock. It's 20-7-12 now. Pender with one more free throw coming up for Myra Hansen. The second free throw is also good for Hansen, so she's in the scoring column now with 2 points after those 2 free throws. There's about a 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. On the left side, it's Erickson. Her pass tipped away, taken away. Kyla Kruzmark gets it for the Pender Dragons as Dolliver gives it up the floor to Hadley Walsh. Walsh with it on the left side will dribble it near the logo at center court. 22 seconds on the game clock. The shot clock is now dark for the Pender Dragons offense. Hadley Walsh with it, guarded by number 21, Ashley Bauer, who's been quiet today. Bauer just 2 points for Elm Creek's offense. She leads the Buffaloes in scoring. On the 7 seconds to go in the first quarter, here at top of the key, now driving right side, Hansen, the layup too strong. Defensive rebound, Bauer with 1 second. She heaves it. It will be well short. And after the end of the first quarter, your score, the Pender Dragons 28 and the Elm Creek Buffaloes 12 here in the Class D1 state championship game on 93.7 The Ticket.
It may not feel like it, but planting season is on its way, and now's the time to upgrade your equipment with a late model John Deere planter from Acres Equipment. Acres has an entire lineup of John Deere planters equipped with the latest technology to ensure planting accuracy throughout your field. And to get you up and going, each planter purchased from Acres includes in-field startup support from one of our Precision Ag professionals. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Visit your local Acres for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2025.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Take a big step toward your dream career and apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Now back to the action at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2025 State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, time for the start of the second quarter here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena as Pender has it, 28-12. They'll have the basketball here at the early stages of the second quarter. 28-12, your score. Pender shot 82% from the field in that first quarter. That's right, 82%, as Dolliver fires the three and add another one for Maddie Dolliver, as she is now 4 for 4 from beyond the three-point line here to start the D1 state championship game. Maddie Dolliver had 9 3-pointers in the first game of the tournament for Pender, as now Pender's defense forces a missed shot. Maya Dolliver running on the heels of the defender in the lane. The layup off the glass. It is no good. Rebound fought for, and Elm Creek comes up with it on the rebound by Bauer. Here comes Elm Creek working down the floor to the basket to my left. They dribble in right elbow, center of the lane, kicks it out. Bauer fires the three ball on the way, misses off to the right. Great box out by Walsh and Dolliver as Pender gets the defensive rebound. And on the way up the floor, Elm Creek is called for a reach and foul. Foul goes on Ryan Harrison. And it looks like we have a timeout on the floor. We're going to keep it right here for the time being, though. 6:57 to go in the second quarter. It's just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Tell you about our friends at the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame. While you're in town for state hoops, check out the best-kept secrets in the state. The Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame is open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. with free admission, and it's just north of Haymarket Park. So when you're in town next week, potentially for state boys action, stop on by our friends in the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame. It's a big day for just sports in general in the city of Lincoln. You have, obviously, the girls' state championships going on here at PBA. And then just over by Haymarket Park, at Haymarket Park, you have a doubleheader of baseball action. They have their home opener today. Husker softball has a doubleheader as well. It's their home opener. So this part of downtown Lincoln going to be alive and busy here later on this afternoon. Madeline Dolliver, a floater on the way. Lane is good. Madeline Dolliver continues to shine as she is still 100% from the field, 6 for 6 overall. She has 16 points on the right side. Here is a three-point attempt by Elm Creek, long, but an offensive rebound. Kotick, the putback is good. Nice job by Chelsea Kotick. Chelsea Kotick gets the offensive board, puts it back in for Elm Creek, who trails at 33-14. Now Hadley Walsh fires the spots up and fires the three, unable to get it to fall. And we have a jump ball on the rebound, keeping the possession arrow with the Pendragons. That was the first missed three-pointer of the game for the Pender Pendragons as they inbounded here to Hadley Walsh, and she's tied up. And we have a foul called against Elm Creek. They're going to call a foul. Against Elm Creek. I thought it looked like a jump ball. Elm Creek fans behind us thought so as well. Jaden Ershman, the head coach for Elm Creek, is asking for an explanation too. She shakes her head in frustration. Hadley Walsh with it on the right side. Spin move, looking around, throws it over the top to Briley Mosser. Mosser passes outside. Now Dolliver gets her pocket picked, and it's going to go back the other way to Elm Creek. Elm Creek with the basketball across the timeline. Here is Cavaney. Cavaney, right side of the lane, gets bumped and fouled by Dolliver of the Pender Pendragons. 5 minutes, 58 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's 33-14. Pender out in front by 19 points. 5 minutes, 58 seconds to go. Kotick on the baseline gets caught, and she'll throw it almost out of bounds. It's saved by Cavaney. Cavaney for Elm Creek steps through the lane. The layup is good on the right side of the bucket for Cavaney. Nice job by number 3. That is Kendall Cavaney for the Elm Creek Buffaloes. 5:41 to go, second quarter. Maya Dolliver passes out to Hadley Walsh. Walsh with it on the right side, dribbles around the defender, drives baseline. Now right-handed layup is going to be too short, but she gets her own miss, puts it back up, and the second effort is good for Hadley Walsh and the Pender Pendragons. It's now 35-16, back to a 19-point ball game. Pender's shooting still 70% from the field on the left side. Cavaney, great back cut by number 12 for Elm Creek. That is Tegan McDaniel, but she is unable to connect on the layup. On the rebound attempt, there's a jump ball, and it's going to stay on this end of the floor with the Buffaloes. 35-16 is your score. 5 minutes, 13 seconds to go in the second quarter. Here on the inbound pass, Knapp with it on the block. She tried. She could have went straight up with it, but instead passes out with on the right wing in the lane. The layup is going to be blocked by Hadley Walsh on the attempt by Ryan Erickson. Erickson gets her shot blocked, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touched on the block by Pender, and so Elm Creek retains possession. Here's Elm Creek on the baseline inbound. They get it in to Erickson. Erickson looking around. She has it on the perimeter, now drives baseline. Cross-court pass, and we have a foul down low along the baseline on the Pender Pendragons defender, Briley Mosser. That'll be Mosser's first personal foul. It's been a pretty evenly played game so far in terms of fouls. 2 fouls on each side here in the second quarter. It's 35-16. Pender with the 19-point lead. Elm Creek with the basketball. On the right side, it's Cavaney. Cavaney gets it to Knapp. Knapp has the basketball on the right wing. She wanted to get it to Erickson, unable to do so on a good face guard defender of Maddie Dolliver. Now right side, here's Knapp once again. Knapp, pass fake, drives baseline, spin move at the block. The shot is no good, and now Hallie Knapp is going to go back to the line to shoot 2 more free throws with 4:41 to go in the second quarter. Hallie Knapp back at the free throw line. On the day, Knapp is 1 for 2 from the free throw line, make it 2 for 3 after she's able to make her first attempt. Hallie Knapp, the 5'9" senior, she averages 7.5 points per game. She has over 140 rebounds on the season as well coming into the state tournament, so that number is well over the 150 mark by now. Here is Maddie Dolliver on the right side. Three-pointer on the way for Pender. It's going to miss everything. Way too strong on the attempt by Myra Hansen, as Myra Hansen could not connect on the three-pointer from the right wing. Now on the left side, here is Elm Creek. Elm Creek with the basketball, throws the top of the key. Here's Erickson. Erickson trying to get it to Knapp. Now she does. Hallie Knapp with it. Looking. She'll start to take some dribbles at the right elbow, working on Hadley Walsh. And the floater turnaround good for Hallie Knapp. A nice shot there by Hallie Knapp, as it's now a 35-19 ball game. Pender with a 16-point lead. Here on the left side, it's Dolliver to Walsh. Walsh dribbles along the left wing. Top of the key now, it's Hadley Walsh. She throws it into the near corner to Hansen. Now to Kruzmark. That's Jayla Kruzmark. Kyla, her older sister, in the lane. The left-handed layup by Dolliver won't connect. And the defensive rebound for Elm Creek. Coming up the floor, it is Cavaney. Cavaney across the timeline. Cavaney drives right side of the lane, goes right at the defender, hits the bucket with the foul. And Kendall Cavaney is going to the line to shoot one more shot. And that's one thing I was going to say. I said it earlier, as with 3:36 to go in the second quarter, it's 35-21. That's one thing I was going to say. I said it earlier as well, where you feel like if you're Elm Creek, you looked up and you were shooting 45% from the field while Pender was shooting 89% from the field. You looked up and said, well, hey, look, you know what? You don't feel like Pender's going to be able to keep this type of performance up. They're going to shoot it well, and that percentage has now dropped to 63% from the field. But you're going to find yourself an opportunity to maybe slide back into this game. And right now they trail by 13 when the largest lead of the night has been 21. Here's Hadley Walsh. They inbound it to Kyla Kruzmark. Now back to Hadley Walsh. It's 35-22 with 3:30 to go in the second quarter here in the D1 state title game. On the left side, Walsh, the layup will not fall. Too strong on that layup attempt. Elm Creek with a little bit of momentum as Cavany drives right at Kruzmark. The layup too strong. Nice offensive rebound by Chelsea Kotick. Elm Creek with another crack at it, and they travel. So Elm Creek turns it over on the traveling violation called against Ava Hellriegel. And it'll be a turnover charged against Elm Creek. So Pender will have the basketball rather. With 3:13 to play in the second quarter, it's 35-22. Pender out in front by 13. Hadley Walsh brings it across the half-court line. She gets picked up by Hallie Knapp. Now on the right side, Walsh. Walsh kicks it out. Maya Dolliver, center of the lane, stops at the Big Ten logo. Now back to Kyla Kruzmark. Kruzmark with it on the left side of the lane. Stops, spins, back out Maya Dolliver in the perimeter. Dolliver drives center of the lane, jump stops, and now she's going to be fouled by number 4. That is number 4 as I believe the ball just fell underneath the table. Hold on one second. As there we go, Hadley Walsh. And the foul goes on number 4. That is Ryan Erickson. (35-22) is your score. 2:49 to play in the second quarter. That is the third time that a ball has come into either my lap or underneath the table this week. A little bit of action over here on the side, on court side. 3 ball on the way, Dolliver, and she's going to be bumped and fouled on the 3-point attempt. And Maddie Dolliver is going to go to the line to shoot 3 shots. Two minutes and 37 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's 35-22. Pender out in front by 13. Smart choice by Jason Dolliver using this time while Maddie Dolliver has 3 free throws to have a little bit of a timeout between his other 4 players on the floor. Maddie Dolliver able to connect on the first free throw. The second one on the way, it's no good. Maddie Dolliver still shooting 100% from the field. She's 6 for 6 from the field, 4 for 4 from beyond the 3-point line. Dolliver fires her third and final free throw, and that one's also no good. So a 1 for 3 trip for Maddie Dolliver. As here comes Cavany. Cavany down the center of the lane. Now backs it out. 3-pointer on the way for Cavany. Off back iron. The rebound fought for. And it's going to be a Pender Pendragons defensive rebound. Here's Maya Dolliver across the timeline with 2:19 to play in the first half. Left side, Hadley Walsh with it. Walsh drives left side. The layup is good for Hadley Walsh. She finished with the right hand. Finished from the left side of the lane. Now on the move, here is Elm Creek. Cavany backs it out. The pass inside, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Pender. (38-22) your score. 2:03 to go in the second quarter. Pender out in front by 16 points. Their largest lead today has been 21, and that was as long ago as 4 minutes ago in the second quarter. Here in the lane, Kotick can't get the turnaround layup to fall, and it's going to be Pendragons basketball with 1:52 to play in the first half. Class D1 state championship game. Pender shooting as a team 62% from the field. Into the corner, Maya Dolliver with it. Maya Dolliver working on the right wing and now crosses over top of the key, steps back, elbow jumper. That's just short. Offensive rebound collected by Briley Mosser. Here's Maddie Dolliver. Cross court, Kyla Kruzmark. Now to Hadley Walsh. Walsh driving left side of the lane and able to finish with the right hand from the left side of the bucket. It's 40-22, 1:22 to play in the second quarter. Cavany for the Elm Creek Buffaloes. She throws it right side to Kotick. Kotick now to Hallie Knapp. Hallie Knapp with it at the top of the key. They're daring her to shoot the 3. She does not oblige. She dribbles into the fingernail just inside the top of the key at the perimeter. Now into the near corner, it's Cavany. Cavany being face guarded closely on when she does not have the basketball. And now it's Hallie Knapp once again with 8 seconds on the possession. They throw it down low to Bauer. Bauer's unable to haul it in. It's deflected out of bounds. Last touched by Maddie Dolliver of the Pendragons. So 53.5 seconds to go in the second quarter. 5 seconds remain on the possession for Elm Creek. Here's Cavany. looking to inbound. They get it into Bauer. The three-pointer on the way is no good, and it is out of bounds to the Pender Pendragons as Bauer's three-point attempt airballed, missed everything. 49.6 seconds on the game clock here in the second quarter. It's 40-22 as Pender has the basketball across the timeline. They go leading by 18. On the right side, it is Hadley Walsh. Walsh down low. Maya Dolliver in the lane. She's bumped and fouled, and Maya Dolliver will go to the line to shoot 2 shots as she's a little slow to get up. May have scraped her knee. She slid across that hardwood. So Maya Dolliver at the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. And she's unable to hit on the first. Pender as a team not shooting well from the free throw line. They're 5 for 8 on the day, 62%. The second one on the way for Dolliver, that one is good. 36.7 to go in the second quarter. 41-22 is your score. Pender out in front by 19 points. Their largest lead has been 21. Up the floor it goes to Kotick for Elm Creek. Now to Hallie Knapp. Knapp with it on the left wing. She crosses over right side of the lane, and we have a traveling violation called on Elm Creek as Hallie Knapp gets whistled for the violation. 25.6 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's 41-22. Pender out in front by 19. Maya Dolliver quickly checks back in. Head coach Jason Dolliver. Looks like Briley Mosser may have gotten clotheslined on a rebound attempt. She seems to be okay, though, just pointing to the right side of her neck. 15 seconds to go in the second quarter. Hadley Walsh has the basketball near the logo. Now to Maya Dolliver. Maya Dolliver with it with 8 on the clock. Dolliver steps back, fires the 3 on the way, and Maya Dolliver connects. With 3 seconds on the game clock, it's 44-22. The half-court heave is on the way, and it almost went in. But it is not good, as at the end of the first half, your score, the Pender Pendragons 44 and the Elm Creek Buffaloes 22. The Pendragons have doubled up the Buffaloes after 2 quarters of play in the Class D1 state championship game. We'll step aside, come back in a few short minutes with our thoughts from that first half where Pender shot 70%, over 70% from beyond the three-point line here from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
It may not feel like it, but planting season is on its way, and now's the time to upgrade your equipment with a late model John Deere planter from Acres Equipment. Acres has an entire lineup of John Deere planters equipped with the latest technology to ensure planting accuracy throughout your field. And to get you up and going, each planter purchased from Acres includes in-field startup support from one of our Precision Ag professionals. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Visit your local Acres for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2025.
Hey, bestie! Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
It's the 2-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking all the top brands, including Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, Manitow pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership, plus score big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has it all under one roof at their new 27th and I-80 location, and they can't wait to get you set up for the summer.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day, because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Now back to the action at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2025 State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena Class D1 State Championship game, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Appreciate you guys listening, wherever you may be. You feel free to chime in on our Starter Heyman text line, 402-464-5685. Love to shout you out, let me know where you're listening from on a Saturday morning. Here's where it's interesting is Pender. They are up 44-22. They're up by 22. They've doubled up the Elm Creek Buffaloes in that first half. However, the individual performance that we have to talk about is Maddie Dolliver. She's 6 for 6 from the field, 4 for 4 from beyond the three-point line. I mentioned that she now has the record for most three-point shots made in a single game, with 9 previously in the first round win that Pender had over Howells Dodge. She had 9 3-pointers, breaking Maya Babbitt of Millard South's record from 2023 of 8 made in a single game. She now has the D1 record for most three-pointers made in a state tournament, as she broke Megan Stransberry's record of Bancroft Rosalie that was set back in 2008. But she now on the tournament, she had 9 in the first game. She had 3 in the second game. And now she has 4 in today's game. She has 16. To break the state record set by Cameron Kissinger of Hastings St. Cecilia, Maddie Dolliver needs to knock down 2 3-pointers in this second half to hold a third record of 3-pointers made here in the state tournament. So pretty remarkable stuff individually for Maddie Dolliver, as at the end of the first half, she is 6 for 6 from the field, 4 for 4 from beyond the three-point line. She leads all scorers with 17. However, Hadley Walsh of the Pender Pendragons is on her coattails, right in her tails, 6 of 9 from the field. She has 16 points and 5 rebounds today in that first half performance. And then Maya Dolliver with 9 points as well to be the third leading scorer for this Pender Pendragons team. For Elm Creek, they're not shooting it poorly, shooting it 38% from the field. It's fine, right? You'd love to have that percentage a little higher, I'm sure, if you're head coach Jaden Ershman. However, the Elm Creek Buffaloes just haven't been able to stop Pender defensively. Leading the Elm Creek Buffaloes in scoring was number 3, Kendall Cavaney. Cavaney, 3 for 6, shooting the basketball in that first half with 8 points. Chelsea Kotick and Hallie Knapp both added 6 as well. But here's the storyline of that first half. Ashley Bauer, number 21, the senior guard at 5'8", who averages over 15 a game. She was held to just 2 points on 1 for 4 shooting the basketball. 2 points, 2 rebounds for the Elm Creek leading scorer. So probably a combination of her not finding the shot this morning, but then also great defensive game plan from head coach Jason Dolliver and the Pender Pendragons there in that first half. We got an exciting day of basketball. After this one, we will take a brief intermission and we will get you ready for the Class C1 game. That one's going to be a good one between Lincoln Christian and the Milford Eagles. Milford trying to win their third state tournament game ever and their first state championship as well in program history. Milford knocked off Arlington for their first win in school history at the state tournament. They knocked off Minden yesterday for their second win in the state tournament in school history, trying to win their first state title against a team in Lincoln Christian that's trying to win another one for head coach Scott Klein. So that's the game to follow. We'll have the remaining 4 classes of state championships coming up at you. The time for those games, 11 o'clock is the Class C1 game. Then Class A takes the stage at 1 p.m. Then an intermission at 4:15 p.m. We have Class C2 action, 6:15 p.m. Class B action, and then that's all wrapped up with Class D2 tonight at 8:15 p.m. between Dorchester and Fall City Sacred Heart. Your score at the break, the Pender Pendragons 44 and the Elm Creek Buffaloes 22. We'll come back after a short break here and start the third quarter of action from the Class D1 state championship game on 93.7 The Ticket.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Take a big step toward your dream career and apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Now back to the action at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2025 State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, Nick Center back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena, game 19 of the week, 19 of 24, as we are navigating our way through the girls' state basketball tournament, 19 of 24, specifically on 93.7 The Ticket. Really, really thankful to not only you guys, the listeners, but also to our crew back at the 93.7 The Ticket stations, Ellie, Jackson, Austin, Bach, Jake Sorensen as well, everybody there for their efforts this week as we wrap things up today, this afternoon, this evening, here from Pinnacle Bank Arena on the girls' state tournament. Looks like we have some blood that on the floor we need to wipe up as they're working and efforting that. You need just to wipe that up. And they got to wipe the cleaner off the floor as well so it's not slippery. And now we're ready to go. All right, here we go. So Pender Pendragons will get the basketball. They will have it. They lead at 44-22. 7:58 to go in the third quarter, just underway. The Pender Pendragons leading it big here in the Class D1 title game. Maya Dolliver gives it to Hadley Walsh on the right side. Back out Dolliver for three, and Pender unable to pick up right where they left off as they fall, or that three-pointer does not fall. Now here it comes for the Elm Creek Buffaloes, Cavaney. Cavaney to Kotick. Kotick down low, kicks it out right wing. Driving is Erickson. Erickson stops on the block, kicks it back out on the right side to Knapp. Hallie Knapp with the basketball. Back to Erickson. She'll fire the three from the right side. Can't connect, and the rebound caroms into the hands of Maya Dolliver. As Hadley Walsh will sprint it across the timeline, Walsh bounces it top of the key to Maya Dolliver. She'll fire the three from the college line, unable to connect as that one was halfway down and out. And now here comes Elm Creek, the Buffaloes across the timeline, down by 22. Here's Elm Creek Cavaney with the basketball, spinning around, guarded by Kyla Cruzmark. Now on the left side, Cavaney, the layup, and it rattles out. Offensive board, Elm Creek, as Erickson cleans it up for Elm Creek. Now out to Kotick. She'll fire the three. She can't hit on that one. And Pender finally with a defensive rebound, controlled by Maddie Dolliver. Hadley Walsh across the timeline. Now on the left side, it's three ball Maya Dolliver, and she connects. Maya Dolliver able to hit that three-pointer. Maya Dolliver now up to 12 points. The Dolliver sisters have combined for 29 points here today. On the right side, here is Kotick. Kotick looks around, gives it to Bauer. Bauer spin move on the block, and she is fouled on the shot attempt as Bauer will go to the line for Elm Creek to shoot 2 free throws. 6 minutes, 26 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bauer at the line to shoot 2 for Elm Creek. The first one is good. It rattles home. Chelsea Kotick subs out as number 12 for Elm Creek, Tegan McDaniel, the 5'3 sophomore, checks in. What's scary about this Pender Pendragons team is despite having a little bit of experience, some of their key players are, in fact, underclassmen. You have a lot of juniors on this team. Maddie Dolliver, who has 17 points today as a junior. She'll be back next year. Maya Dolliver will move on, and as will Kyla Cruzmark. However, other than that, those are the 2 seniors on the team. Here on the right side for Elm Creek, down 47-24. Right wing, it's Erickson. Erickson with the basketball, dribbles in center of the lane, looking around. Now passes back out to the near side, near corner, 3 ball on the way. It's a tad short, and it's rebounded by Hadley Walsh. Here comes Hadley Walsh. A 2-on-1 break running with Kyla Cruzmark. She decides to take it herself, unable to do it, but Kyla Cruzmark is able to get the layup to fall. Kyla Cruzmark with her first points of the day, and they come on a right-handed layup after an offensive rebound by Cruzmark. 49-24 your score. Pender out in front by 25. On the right wing, it's Cavaney. Cavaney down low. That pass was not tipped, and it's going to go in the direction of the Pender Pendragons as Elm Creek makes another substitution. Elm Creek will sub Cavaney out as number 11, Ava Hellriegel, subs in. And with 5:32 to go in the third quarter, we have a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside with them, come right back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you the highest quality roofing solutions. Whether it's new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Take a big step toward your dream career and apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Now back to the 2025 State Basketball Tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. 5:01 to play in the third quarter. It's 51-24. Pender with the Pender with the lead. Elm Creek, rather, with the basketball. As on the top of the key, it's Hallie Knapp with it for Elm Creek. The Buffaloes working on the left side, down by 27 points. 3-ball on the way for Erickson, and she finally hits. Rylan Erickson able to get her first points of the day, and she's on the board for 3 as Elm Creek still trails now by 24, 51-27 with 4.5 to play in the third quarter. Here's Hadley Walsh on the right elbow, looking around, spins around, bounces it back out. Kyla Kruzmark fires the 3, and she's able to answer every single time Elm Creek hits a shot. The Pender Pendragons are able to answer with one of their own. And on the left side, here is Knapp. Knapp finds a cutting Erickson. Erickson, Elm Creek jumper on the way, missed it. And Kyla Kruzmark Maddie Dolliver throws up the floor to Kyla Kruzmark after the rebound to Walsh. Walsh on the far corner, drives in on the right side of the lane. The spin move, the layup is good. And Pender starting to pour it on. It's 56-27 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here atop the key, left side now, here's Elm Creek. It's Knapp. Knapp working on Walsh. Walsh spin move, or rather Knapp spin move on Walsh, and the defensive rebound off the miss is collected by Hadley Walsh for the Pender Pendragons. So Pender with the basketball, they have it top of the key. On the right side now, Kyla Kruzmark with 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Pass left side, 3-ball Maya Dolliver. She can't connect, and the defensive rebound cleared by the Elm Creek Buffaloes and Ava Hellriegel. Hellriegel gives it to Ashley Bauer. Bauer still with just 4 points on the day. The leading scorer that averages over 15 a game has just 4 points on 1 of 5 down low in the lane. Erickson's going to be called for a traveling violation as it's another turnover for Elm Creek. That is turnover number 9 for the Elm Creek Buffaloes today. We have a timeout on the floor because of media. 3:05 to go in the third quarter. 56-27 is your score. Pender out in front by 29 over the Elm Creek Buffaloes. We'll be back in 60 seconds on 93.7 The Ticket.
Lincoln Federal Savings Bank. Personal banking like you remember.
Hi, this is Chris Elgert, loan originator at Lincoln Federal. I know that buying a home is one of the most important decisions a person will make in their lifetime. That's why you need an experienced loan professional to explain all the options available, to answer all your questions, and to make the home buying process a rewarding experience. Talk with me and discover why Lincoln Federal is personal banking like you remember. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Now back to the action at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2025 State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in Pinnacle Bank Arena, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainer with you, Jackson Kleinschmidt back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios as Pender leads it 56-27. The Pendragons of Pender going for their third consecutive state championship. They won it in C2 back in 2023. They won it in D1 last year and trying to go back-to-back, but back-to-back in D1. 3:05 to go, third quarter, 56-27 is your score. Elm Creek down by 29. It's currently the largest lead of the day for the Pendragons, who have the basketball on the left side. Now top the key right wing to Maddie Dolliver. Dolliver with the basketball. She gets poked away from her, and it's going to be a foul called on Rylan Erickson. So Pender will keep the basketball. It'll be a baseline inbound play for them. Maddie instructing the offense. She gets it into Jayla Cruzmark. Now on the right side, it's Maddie Dolliver. Dolliver with it. Top of the key. She crosses over left to right. Now working is Jayla Cruzmark. Cruzmark spins around at the elbow. Now back out Maddie Dolliver. Still plenty of time on the possession. 20 seconds on the play clock. On the left side, it's Hadley Walsh. Drives in. The floater is good. Just way too easy along that baseline for Hadley Walsh. 2 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the third quarter. In the lane, a foul down low on a take by Chelsea Kotick as she cannot go. 58-27 is your score. 2:25 to go, third quarter. As the first free throw is not good for the Elm Creek Buffaloes. And the second free throw is good, so 58-28. It is now a 30-point deficit for Elm Creek as Pender leads it 58-28. They have the basketball with 2:18 to play in the third quarter. On the right side, here is Myra Hansen. Hansen looking around, still looking, now gives to Hadley Walsh. Hadley Walsh at the top of the key, crosses over now into the near corner, working, and a bump and a foul is called as it looks like Erickson might have gotten bonked in the nose. And that's the fourth on Rylan Erickson as she is still bending over. Tears starting to fall out. That's her fourth, but I think she might have gotten bonked in the nose. And the trainer's going to go take a look at her. So she's slow to walk off the floor, and we're ready to go now. All right, sideline inbound here for Pender. They lead it by 30. 58-28, 2:04 to go, third quarter. Pass left side here is Cruzmark. Cruzmark with the basketball, top of the key. It is now three-point attempt on the way, and it's good by Hadley Walsh. So a nice shot there by Hadley Walsh is now at 61-28 with 1:43 to go in the third quarter. Three-point attempt for Elm Creek on the way, just a tad short. Offensive board for the Buffaloes on the left side. The shot on the way, it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow keeps it with the Elm Creek Buffaloes. So Hadley Walsh checks out. Into the game is number 24 for Pender. That is Ali Rutar. In the lane, Cavani can't get the layup to fall, but she is going to go to the line to shoot two shots. Once again, if you're Elm Creek, now you start to believe that this shooting performance is sustainable if you're Pender. They're still shooting 60% from the field. From the three-point line, Pender shooting 67%. 61-29 is your score. 1:29 to play in the third quarter. Pender's hit 5 of their last 6 field goals, while Elm Creek is 0 for their last 4. Elm Creek trails it 61-30 after 2 free throws there. Top of the key, here's Maddie Dolliver in the lane. Maddie Dolliver continues to add to her splendid morning as she now has 19 points, Still 7 of 7 from the field in the lane. The layup too strong. The rebound collected by Myra Hansen up the floor. Maddie Dolliver has it. Dolliver up the floor even a little bit more to Ali Rutar into the near corner. Now cross-court pass, almost taken away. This is Kruzmark. Kruzmark, she tries to get it inside. It's saved. Bodies will fall on the floor, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Pender Pendragons. Hallie Knapp will sub in for the Elm Creek Buffaloes. 56 seconds to go in the third quarter. Checking into the game, number 15 for Pender, a 5'10 senior that averages just 1.5 points per game, Aniston Geisert. Across the timeline, here comes Elm Creek. On the left side, here's Hallie Knapp. Knapp with it, with Pender up by 33. In the lane, the right-handed layup, no good. And we have a foul called against the Elm Creek Buffaloes on the rebound attempt. 63-30 is your score. 41.2 seconds to go in the third quarter. (63-30) your score. Here's Pender with the basketball and a comfortable lead. On the right side, it's Myra Hansen in the lane. Hansen, her shot's blocked. It goes out of bounds with 31 on the game clock, and Pender will retain possession on a baseline inbound underneath their own bucket. So Maddie Dolliver inbounds it to Myra Hansen. Back to Dolliver. Dolliver fires the three on the way, and Maddie Dolliver continues to shine. Maddie Dolliver, 5 for 5. She just needs one more to break the single state tournament 3 points made record. Here inside, it's Knapp. Knapp throws it inbounds. It's going to be saved to Pender with 8 seconds on the shot clock, or on the game clock rather. Rutar, the pass back as Pender still has it. Now Elm Creek takes it away up the floor to Knapp with 1 on the game clock. And at the horn, it is good. And so at the end of the third quarter, though, it is 66-32. The Pender Pendragons are 8 minutes away from capturing their third consecutive state championship. We'll step aside, come back in 60 seconds with the start of the fourth quarter on 93.7 The Ticket.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Take a big step toward your dream career and apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Now back to the action at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2025 State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in. Start of the fourth quarter here as the Pender Pendragons out in front 66-32. The individual performance that we have to talk about is Maddie Dolliver. Here's for the record as she fires it away, unable to connect. That would have been the record as she could have broken the state tournament record across all classes for most three-pointers made in a single state tournament. She currently is tied with it with 17 on the tournament. She had 9 in the first game, 3 in the second game, and now 5 today. That was her first missed shot of the day as well. Three-pointer on the way for Elm Creek, unable to get it to fall. And Maya Dolliver connects, or rather grabs the defensive rebound for the Pender Pendragons. Here comes Pender on the left side, back to Maddie Dolliver. Dolliver wanted to fire that three, couldn't do it. Now she has it. Maddie Dolliver with it, steps back, top of the key. Right side on the wing. It's Walsh, back to Dolliver. She's firing the three again, and she's unable to get it. Hadley Walsh, offensive board to Maya, to Maddie. She fires again, and she still can't hit it. They know what's on the line here as Maddie Dolliver cannot connect from 3, but we have a foul down low, and it's going to go against the Elm Creek Buffaloes. (66-32) is your score. Maddie Dolliver to inbound. Looking, they get it into Maya Dolliver, now top of the key. Right side, Maddie Dolliver. Maddie passes to Kyla Cruzmark. Cruzmark at the top of the key, passes left side to Kyla, this is Jayla Cruzmark. Now far corner into Hadley Walsh, and they try to get it to Maddie Dolliver. It was not there. It goes out of bounds to the Elm Creek Buffaloes. .6:44 to play, fourth quarter. 66-32, Pender, Pendragons out in front here just a minute and a half into the fourth. Here on the loose ball, it's controlled by Pender. They are able to force another turnover. That is the 11th turnover of the day for Elm Creek. Here we have a foul, a frustration foul. That's going to be on Rylan Erickson, and that is her 5th personal foul. And so Erickson, number 4 for Elm Creek, a 5'9" senior, just fouled out of the game here in the Class D1 state championship. Erickson, a senior. She trots over to the bench and gives head coach Jaden Rushman a big hug as she walks to sit down in what will be her final high school game. On the right side, Maddie Dolliver, and we have an offensive screen or a moving screen rather, on Hadley Walsh called against the Pender Pendragons. They're continuously trying to get Maddie Dolliver 3-point looks. They've gotten her 3 3-point attempts here in the fourth quarter. She's missed all 3. She's 5 for now 8 on the day after being 5 for 5 on the offensive rebound. Elm Creek is going to be fouled. Hadley Walsh just got drilled in the nose, and she is going to have a bloody nose. She's going to have to come off the floor because Hadley Walsh has a bloody nose, I believe. As she's holding a Kleenex up against her nose, they're going to have to take her out of this game, as Aniston Geyser will sub in as she gets the proper medical attention. All right, we're ready to go. 6:15 to go in the fourth quarter. 66-32 is still your score. Elm Creek missed the first free throw rather. The second one by Bauer is good. So here comes the Pender Pendragons, leading by 33. 66-33 your score. The layup on the lane is good by Maya Dolliver. Good shot by Maya Dolliver. Maya Dolliver now with 14 points on the day, as the Elm Creek entry pass is now intercepted, taking away Pender, coming back the other way. The Pender Pendragons across the timeline. They get it to Maddie Dolliver. Dolliver will use a screen right, crosses over. Maddie Dolliver with the basketball. She needs one more 3 to break the all-class record for most three-pointers made in a state tournament. She currently has 17. She needs to break that record. She's tied with it as it stands. The three-pointer on the way. Geyser can't get it to fall. And the defensive rebound for Elm Creek. 5:26 to play, fourth quarter. The pass down the floor. It goes off of the leg of Elm Creek and into the game. Going the other way now is the basketball with the Pender Pendragons. Maya Dolliver subs out. We'll see if that's her last time in the game. She hugs Jason Dolliver, and the Pender fans will give her a standing ovation as the Maya Dolliver, the senior, has it. Maddie Dolliver for 3, and there it is. The all-class record for Maddie Dolliver for most three-pointers made in a single state tournament. Maddie Dolliver just hit her 18th 3 of the tournament, as that is now the all-class record. That is the 3rd record that she holds from this state tournament alone on made three-pointers. That is the 18th of the tournament, as Maddie Dolliver now has 25 points, 9 of 12 from the field, 6 of 9 from beyond the three-point line. She had 2 rebounds and 1 assist in the record-breaking performance for Maddie Dolliver. Jason Dolliver immediately called a timeout so that Pender could put in substitutions as they lead this one 71-33 with 5:13 to go in the fourth quarter. It also gave the Pender fans sitting across from us a chance to rise to their feet and provide a standing ovation for the the four starters that are now out of the game: Hadley Walsh, the Dolliver sisters, and Briley Mosser, all sitting comfortably on the bench, getting ready to, in the next 5 minutes and 13 seconds, capture a third consecutive state championship. Here past the timeline, now on the left side, it's Hallie Knapp. Knapp for Elm Creek, looking around, she'll give it off. Left side, in the lane, it's good. On the layup, good job by Ashley Bauer, to make that left-handed layup. 4:50 to go in the fourth quarter. It's 71-35 on the left side. Here's Kyla Kruzmark with it. Kyla, the one starter that's into the game now, a three-pointer on the way. Rutar can't get it to fall, and the defensive rebound corralled by Hallie Knapp. Here comes Knapp for the Elm Creek Buffaloes. Up the floor on the right side, looking, entry pass back down to Knapp. Now Knapp, the give and go, kicks it far side, two-pointer on the way, unable to go. Knapp with the offensive rebound with the foul. She's fouled by Allie Rutar, and Knapp will go to the line to shoot one shot. Nice job by Hallie Knapp there. 4:28 to play in the fourth quarter, and the free throw's no good. The defensive rebound cleared by Myra Hansen. Here comes Hansen across the timeline. 71-37 your score. On the right side, Hansen gets it to Geisert. Geisert now at the top of the key, left side to Kruzmark. Jayla Kruzmark this is. She gets bumped, throws it off to the right side to Hansen. Hansen now dribbles top of the key. 4:08 to play, fourth quarter, 71-37. Pender with the lead in the basketball. Now Kruzmark's shot is blocked by Knapp, and it will be Pender basketball with 12 left on the possession. So 12 seconds left on the possession. 4:04 to go in the fourth quarter. 71-37 your score. They inbound it here, top of the key to Kruzmark. Now left side, it's Myra Hansen. Hansen with it in the lane. Hansen gets hammered, and she'll go to the line to shoot two shots after the foul on Hallie Knapp. That is the third personal foul on Hallie Knapp of the ball game. Getting set to check in for Pender here in just a moment. Number 23, Samantha Kinning, a freshman guard, and number 11, Giselle Holloway, a sophomore guard, as Kyla Kruzmark subs out of the game to a standing ovation of Pendragon faithfuls, as well as Jayla Kruzmark, who is a senior. Those two seniors will now take a seat on the bench. 72-37 after the Pendragons go 1 for 2 at the free throw line. 3:55 to play in the fourth quarter. Pender out in front comfortably here in the lane. It's Bauer. Bauer kicks it near corner. Now to Knapp. Knapp drives baseline, working on the smaller defender, and she is fouled by Rutar, and Hallie Knapp, will go to the line to shoot two more shots. (72-37) your score. 3:41 to go in the fourth quarter as Knapp misses the free throw. On the right side, Knapp fires it. 3:41 to go in the fourth quarter, and the second free throw is also no good off front iron. Knapp goes 0 for 2 on that free throw trip. 3:37 to play, fourth quarter. Pender on their way to a third consecutive state championship. They throw it out to Ali Rutar. Rutar has it at the elbow now to Geisert. Geisert dribbles in, working on the smaller defender, turns around, and she traveled with it. Aniston Geisert commits the turnover and going the other way for Elm Creek. 72-37 your score. 3:20 to play in the fourth quarter. The final moments over halfway through in the final period. On the right side, now back out, three-pointer, shots blocked by Rutar. It'll go out of bounds by last touch on Pender, so Elm Creek will retain possession. Inbound pass to Knapp. Knapp now looking around. She'll stop at the free throw line, holding the basketball tightly to her chest. She now turns it over, going back the other way. Pender with the takeaway. Here's Myra Hansen. She'll pass right side to Rutar. Rutar crosses over right to left. Now center of the lane. The layup in the lane is no good by Rutar. She can't get the points to fall. And Elm Creek collects the defensive rebound. Cavany coming up the floor for Elm Creek on the left side of the lane. A bump and a foul. A blocking foul is going to be called on the Pender Pendragons. That'll send Cavany to the free throw line, which means they'll shoot 2 shots. Because Pender is now in the bonus. Starting to see the arena fill up with a lot of blue as our next game features Lincoln Christian and Milford. Going to be a good one. Milford, a lot of purple behind me, a lot of blue across the way from me. As that Class C1 title game was scheduled to start around 11 o'clock, it's going to be a little bit delayed here. As the free throws, they go 1 for 2 at the free throw line, but on the rebound attempt, it's deflected out of bounds, last touched by Pender. And so Elm Creek will still have the basketball, trailing 72-38. They get it in. The jumper by Knapp, it falls. Good job by Hallie Knapp, as Hallie Knapp now has 12 points on the day. She's 5 for 11 shooting the basketball. Elm Creek ready to bring some substitutions in as Geyser gives it now to Myra Hansen. Hansen on the left side of the lane. The layup in the lane is good. Myra Hansen. 74-40 is your score as Cavany brings it across the timeline. 2:17 to play in the ball game. 74-40. Elm Creek trailing by 34 points. Here is Hallie Knapp on the right side. Knapp working on Geyser in the lane. The layup no good. And the defensive rebound for Ali Rutar. Rutar brings it across the half-court line. Throws it down floor as it's out. Saved from going out of bounds. Elm Creek gets the basketball, though. And we're going to have a substitution-only timeout. So they're not going to really worry about meeting or having a conversation, as Aniston Geyser, the senior, will sub out to a standing ovation from the Pender Pendragons, as a hug from Jason Dolliver as well. And Elm Creek also makes some substitutions for a couple of their seniors. On the left side, here is Elm Creek. Number 13, this is Toole. Toole gives it to Kotick, Chelsea Kotick back out to McDaniel. McDaniel on the right side, now left wing to Hellriegel. Hellriegel to Kotick in the far corner. 90 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 74-40 is your score. On the left side, it's now Hellriegel. Hellriegel, Kotick, left side 3-ball, rattles in and out, and the rebound bounces out of bounds. It'll stay with the Elm Creek Buffaloes. So Elm Creek, they made it to their first state tournament since 2017. They made it to their first title game since 2004. But yet, after today, they'll still be chasing the elusive crown of state champion. They were runner-up back in 2004, and they're a minute 21 away from being runner-up here in Class D1 action in 2025. Here on the left side, it is number 23 for Pender. That's Samantha Kinning, unable to hit on the three-point attempt, but an offensive rebound into the hands of Giselle Holloway. Holloway has it for the Pender Pendragons, 74-40. Holloway falls down, and it will be a foul on the Elm Creek Buffaloes. 74-40 your score. 1 minute and 4 seconds away from coronation for the Pender Pendragons. Checking in for Elm Creek, number 1, Serenity Quintana, and number 14, Graceland Strope. A couple of freshmen here, the 2 freshmen on this Elm Creek squad, as Kotick will sub out. Kotick, the sophomore, that's going to be a big piece coming back, as well as Tegan McDaniel, a sophomore. They put up a shot. Number 23, Samantha Kinning, will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws, rather, as she steps up to the line. 74-40 is your score. 1:03 to go in the fourth quarter. The free throw on the way is no good for Samantha Kinning, as she's greeted with smiles from her teammates as they high-five her in between free throws. Kinning's second free throw on the way. and it is no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds, last touched by Schroeder of the Pender Pendragons. And with 1:01 to go in the fourth quarter, Elm Creek has the basketball. Pender, they will finish the season at 28-2 overall, while Elm Creek finishes 26-2. Here, top of the key for Elm Creek, it is Aspen Toole. Toole has it, passes now right side to Graceland Strope. Strope, her pass knocked away. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Elm Creek. As Pender students start to chant the I believe we have one chant. 74-40 your score. 43 seconds on the game clock. Here, top of the key, it is Serenity Quintana. Now to Aspen Toole. Pender, the rest of the parents and the supporters on the far side of the floor start to rise to their feet and clap along with the students as they get ready to celebrate the third consecutive title. That ball goes out of bounds. And it will just take an inbound pass from the Pender Pendragons as they will be able to hold it out. Jason Dolliver, the head coach, has now won 3 straight titles. The Pender Pendragons, 2013, 2023, 2024, and now 2025 Class D1 state champions with a dominating performance, 74-40 over the Elm Creek Buffaloes. The Pendragons shoot a blistering 53% from the field, 54% from beyond the three-point line. Maddie Dolliver sets an all-class record for most three-pointers made in a state tournament with 18. She shoots on the day 25 points, 9 of 12 from the field, 6 of 9 from beyond the three-point line. Hadley Walsh added 23 points for the Pender Pendragons. Maya Dolliver added 14 points for the Pender Pendragons. The Pender, they will graduate 3 players. Aniston Geisert, Kyla Cruzmark, Jayla Cruzmark, 4 players, and Maya Dolliver. But for head coach Jason Dolliver, a good chunk of this team will be returning next year in the form of Hadley Walsh, Madeline Dolliver, Giselle Holloway, Briley Mosser, Allie Rutar. A lot of key players that played some meaningful minutes today will be returning as the ceremonies and the festivities have begun. They brought the ladders out, and Pender cutting down the nets as they celebrate what is their 3rd straight title. The seniors go out winners of 3 state championships in the Class D1, and the players that will return have the task of trying to accomplish 4 straight next year in 2026. But for us here at Pinnacle Bank Arena, we're going to send it back to our 93.7 The Ticket studios for a short time while they celebrate and go through the distributing of the medals here at PBA. Your final score once again in the Class D1 state championship game, the Pender Pendragons 74 and the Elm Creek Buffaloes 40. Stay tuned. Jackson Kleinschmidt will take you through for the next short while, and we'll bring it out to PBA near around 11 a.m. for the Class C1 title game between Lincoln Christian and the Milford Eagles. Jay Foreman will join me for that one here from PBA on 93.7 The Ticket. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking all the top brands, including Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, Manitow pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle